Please rise for the singing of our national anthem by senior members of the River Hill Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rebels we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
At this time, I would like to invite class of 2017 graduating senior Tolu Federin to the stage for our official graduation welcome.
Good morning to our esteemed guests, faculty, friends, family, and fellow students. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2017. I suppose now is the appropriate time to say, congratulations, we did it. We've made it. We've made it through the last 4 years, and now we're here, sitting in the same seats that many have before us, ready to walk the same stage as countless have done. The truth is, we've wished and prayed for this day to come for so long. For some of us, we've been counting down the days since the beginning of this year, and for others, we've been praying for this day pretty much as soon as we walked into River Hill as freshmen. But to be quite honest, high school hasn't been that bad. When I think back over the last 4 years, I vividly remember the late nights and stress which came with a tremendous workload and several extracurriculars. But what sticks out the most are the memories I've made, the people I've met, and the skills that I've developed. It is within the four walls of River Hill High School that we all discovered a little bit more about ourselves. We got an idea of who we are and who we want to be. We've made friendships that will last for years to come. And hey, we may have even decided what we want to do for the rest of our lives. Or maybe we didn't. No matter our experience, it has brought us here, to this moment. Of course, none of which would have been possible without the support and love of our parents, teachers, and mentors who have been with us every step of the way. On behalf of all the students in this room, I'd like to say thank you. As we embark on this next stage of our lives, we'll be faced with numerous opportunities to interact with new people and with new environments. We have the ability to make new memories and to make a difference. Show people that the world may not be as scary as it seems, that people can be nice just to be nice without any ulterior motives, or that it's not impossible to follow your dreams and to make real changes. I can't wait to meet again sometime down the road to hear about the things you've done, the changes you've made, and the places that you've been. And with that said, I welcome you all again to the graduation of the class of 2017. And now, please welcome Jennifer O'Brien to the stage to introduce our distinguished guest.
Good morning. At this time, we would like to recognize and thank some special individuals without whose hard work we would not have received such an exceptional education. Guests, as you are introduced, please stand to be recognized. Audience members, please hold your applause until after all introductions have been made. On the stage at this time, we have the Honorable Alan Kittleman, Howard County Executive. Miss Cynthia Viancourt, Chairman of the Board of Education of Howard County. Miss Christina Delmont Small, Member of the Board of Education of Howard County. Dr. Michael Martirano, Interim Superintendent of the Howard County Public School System. Mrs. Linda Wise, Deputy Superintendent of the Howard County Public School System. The Honorable Guy Gazzone, Maryland State Senator, District 13. The Honorable Vanessa Atterbury, Maryland State Delegate, District 13. The Honorable Calvin Ball, Vice Chair of the Howard County Council, District 2. The Honorable Greg Fox, Howard County Council, District 5. Miss Grace Chesney, Chief Accountability Officer of the Howard County Public School System. Miss Beverly Davis, Chief Financial Officer of the Howard County Public School System. Dr. Helen Nixon, Human Resource and Development Officer of the Howard County Public School System. Dr. Gina Mazzella, Director of High Schools of the Howard County Public School System. Mrs. Catherine McKinley, Principal, River Hill High School. Mrs. Kedre Fairley, Assistant Principal, River Hill High School. Mrs. Lindsay Galbraith, Assistant Principal, River Hill High School. Dr. Napoleon Saunders, Assistant Principal, River Hill High School. Mr. Brandon Lauer, Athletics and Activities Manager, River Hill High School. Mr. Carl Schindler, Principal, the Applications and Research Laboratory. Mr. Jamie Parrish, Senior Class Co-Sponsor, River Hill High School. Mrs. Norda Hodgson Clopine, Senior Class Co-Sponsor, River Hill High School. Mrs. Jen McQueenie, former Senior Class Co-Sponsor, River Hill High School. Mrs. Callie Casper, Teacher, River Hill High School. Mrs. Kristen Mitchell, Teacher, River Hill High School. Let's give all of our honored guests a round of applause. Also on the stage at this time, we have Ms. Pendergrass and Mr. Shane Turner. Thank you all so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Jonathan Zhao, who will present our first student address.
Fellow graduates, faculty, friends, family, and of course, distinguished guests. Good morning and welcome to River Hill High School's 2017 graduation ceremony. Congratulations, class of 2017. After 4 long, hard years of binging Netflix and Hearthstone, continuously getting robbed by the College Board, and tirelessly giving back to our community with those hard-earned NHS beautification hours, we have finally arrived. Today is our day. A day of celebration, but more importantly, a day of reflection, new beginnings, and hopefully new BMWs from our parents when we get back home. Let's rewind a bit, shall we? Picture this, a fat, brown nest filled with 270 newly hatched hawks, screaming their heads off with their high-pitched voices. That's right, that was us freshman year. Graduates, let me hear those final hawk screeches. Beautiful. For many, freshman year was the year of firsts. The first all-nighter because you procrastinated that big English project. The first football game. The first Kahoot win. The first 89.5, but definitely not the last. The first boyfriend or girlfriend. And then the second. And then the third, and then the fourth. and then the realizing that maybe you were the problem. Soon, sophomore and junior year rolled along, and we each started finding our own individual passions. Some of us took to the field with athletics, winning county, regional, and state championships across the board. Others contributed to the successes of math team, visual arts competitions, its academic, robotics, science Olympiad, and FBLA. We established community service organizations for cancer research and grassroots, and performed in numerous school plays, musical concerts, and dance ensembles. Yet what happened when our first attempts at flying were failed attempts, when the winds were too strong or our wings weren't ready for such enormous loads? As literary genius and famous philosopher Big Sean once said, "Last night took it now, but tonight it bounced back, boom." Hashtag sorry, not sorry. But as a class, we adapted, constantly learning and growing from our personal triumphs and failures. We survived the losses of Monday Hawk Time, and at the worst of times, HCPSS guest Wi-Fi. Thankfully, he's smart, he's loyal, and always came back to us. We found our own version of discovering fire, relying on Schmoop, Slater, and CalcChat as our only modes for survival. And even after Park Testing, Power Series, and Jane Eyre, here we are today, a true testament to our tenacity and commitment to excellence. While we were growing up so quickly, so was the dynamic world around us. We debated the nation's hottest topics. For example, does pineapple really belong on pizza? How many snow days are we going to get? And my big body. And of course, the classic math problem. If Albie already used 26 senior skip days, how many does she have left if she still wishes to graduate? But on a more serious note, we found ourselves in the middle of a divided community, split by our political beliefs. But instead, we promoted individuality by using student voice as a way to cement us and make us more unified. And we celebrated our school's cultural diversity, lighting up our hallways with banners and posters, and hosting our first ever Cultural Proficiency Day. However, without the help of our parents and teachers, many of us would not be where we are today. So before we leave for college, the military, or the workforce, take the time to embrace your parents and teachers and tell them how much you truly appreciate their efforts. To our parents, first off, congrats! You've done something right. Thank you for constantly keeping the refrigerators fully stocked, for risking your own lives teaching us how to drive, and for letting us know that regardless of where we are or where we are headed, we can always count on family to have our backs. Hopefully, you will keep that in mind when you start asking us if we are ever going to move out of the house. To our teachers, thank you for understanding the value of group projects and study halls, for putting up with our messy handwriting, for teaching us the OG life lessons such as how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and mostly, thank you for truly believing in us over this 4-year journey, which thankfully is now over. And graduates, while you're at it, don't forget to thank and value your own health and appearance. In 10 to 15 years, very few of us will look as good as we do now. Thankfully, balding will not occur for another couple of years. For many of us, graduation often means saying our goodbyes to lifelong friends. But I encourage all of you to take a step back. Look at the future like a new chapter. When I stand in front of you today, no longer do I see the prepubescent boys and girls running rampant 4 years ago. Instead, I see tomorrow's political activists, doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, writers, and teachers. Together, we are the next Mars explorers and cancer curers, the future movers, trailblazers, and go-getters. Let us take flight with unyielding passion, courage, and creativity to change the world. But above all, remember to be yourselves. Class of 2017, it's finally time to leave the nest. But wherever you go, remember, you will forever be a River Hill Hawk. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Garrett Passimoni to the stage to deliver our keynote address.
Thank you, Jonathan, for that introduction. Good morning, teachers, administrators, honored guests, parents, friends, family, and especially the class of 2017. Boy, it is early. But on the bright side, we won't have to get up this early for another school event for at least the next few months. And it is also our graduation. It is a day to reflect on the times we shared and to celebrate and cherish our precious remaining moments together. You know, a few months ago, as I was writing my college applications, or as I was procrastinating writing my college applications, I stumbled across the inspiring story of a celebrity we all know. This story begins at the turn of the 20th century, as a young Kansas City boy returns from the European warfront with dreams of becoming a big-time cartoonist. He creates his own business. However, within 2 years, Newman Laugh-O-Grams goes bankrupt. With the little money the man has saved, he moves to Hollywood and establishes another animation business. His work immediately picks up traction, and within 6 years, he gains international attention because of his new animated character, Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney embodied American resilience and entrepreneurship during the Great Depression. His sing-along animated shorts called Silly Symphonies gave hope to millions of children and adults during an era that was void of optimism. Who knows what today's world would be like if it were not for Walt Disney's artistic talent and vision? Each of us graduating today can become as powerful and as influential as Disney because just like him, we are harbingers of hope, and there is no greater gift than hope. It is the spark that, when kindled, fuels imagination, innovation, and change. And as I look out before me, I see some of the brightest minds of America's future. We are soon to be graduates from River Hill. We are the best of the best. But more importantly, we are the young adults of tomorrow, and we cannot, no, we will not ignore the problems our world faces. It can be easy for us to become entrenched in our academic worlds and turn our backs to our society's plights and needs. It may be easy for us to recognize current issues that create tension and to simply dwell on our differences or ignore the problem altogether. But we will not give in to these impulses because we are River Hill Hawks, and we are, in the words of our alma mater, brave and true. For it is now, more than ever, the world needs your leadership, your expertise, and your artistic talents to spread equality, cure disease, and challenge the status quo. And we must also come together to cherish our diversity, for it makes us unique and special. Class of 2017, it is our collective duty to go out and make the world a better place. For if we don't, who will? Do not be deterred because your visions may seem impractical or improbable. Do not doubt yourselves because others question your imagination. Carve your own destiny. Lead your own revolution. And remember, the change you desire begins with your own individual dreams and hopes. And it is these same dreams and hopes that are the sparks which will need kindling to grow into a flame. And that kindling is your willingness to sacrifice and dedicate your time and your heart to a greater purpose. But you will need wood to make your flame into a fire. And that wood is the other people who through your ability to lead and to inspire, join your cause. Richard Keating, in the movie Dead Poets Society, once asked of his students, "What will your verse be in this powerful play called life?" I ask of you now, what kindling, what wood will you add to incite the fire of change? Who will your Mickey Mouse be? Class of 2017, I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to hearing all about your many accomplishments for years to come. Congratulations for a job well done. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Hannah Brown and Alan Shea to the stage to introduce our Class of 2017 Teacher of the Year.
Good morning, students, parents, and teachers of the Class of 2017.
I'm Hannah Brown, Time Magazine photographer.
And I am Alan Shea, Forbes magazine photographer. Just kidding, ha 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 ha. But with the help of Mrs. Apple, we are well on our way to being professional photographers.
As four-year students of the River Hill Visual Arts Department, we are here today to recognize a fabulous art teacher who has influenced and motivated us since our freshman year.
Mrs. Caroline Apple, fortunately, healthily, and happily just had her daughter Beatrix Jump Apple on Monday the 15th, which is why she will unfortunately not be attending today.
Miss Apple acts as a voice of reasons for many students beyond subjects regarding academics. After the 2016 election, many students, including myself, felt unsure about the security of our nation's future. During Hawk Time, Miss Apple hosted the Collective Comment, which provided a safe space for students to voice their opinions. These conversations inspired my year-long photography project centered around politics in the U.S., which placed highly at a countywide competition.
I couldn't have gotten to be a pro without Mrs. Apple. She hasn't only pushed me to shoot to new heights in school, she has constantly encouraged me to create outside of class, especially for the one video shown at the Cultural Awareness Assembly. During the year we all love, junior year, this project gave me a creative outlet to drown out all my stress. Over many meetings with Mrs. Apple, I eventually rounded out my film and went on to compete and share the glory throughout multiple film festivals with her.
We are not the only two Miss Apple has influenced greatly. Many more of our friends share similar feelings towards her.
Let's think of her like this. Shout out to the photo students. If the world was a dark room and the students were film projections, Mrs. Apple would be the grain focuser.
Meaning she helps direct the light, guiding us to foster the most successful art program in the county. Although Miss Apple is not here today, she wanted us to express how incredibly grateful she is to have known the senior class over the past 4 years and what an honor it is to be selected as the Teacher of the Year.
Thank you, and congratulations again to the Class of 2017. And now we would like to invite our principal, Mrs. McKinley, to the stage for her remarks.
After listening to Tolu and Jenny and Jonathan and Garrett, we can truly say it's a great day to be a Hawk. Thank you, Alan and Hannah, for representing our Teacher of the Year, Caro Apple, with such great artistry. I would like to take this opportunity to greet all of you and to give you an official welcome to the River Hill Class of 2017 graduation ceremony, and to welcome all of our honored guests who are on stage with us today. We would like to especially give a Hawk welcome to Mrs. Cindy Valancourt, our chairman of the Board of Education, and Ms. Christina Delmont Small, who will assist us today with the presentation of diplomas. Also, we are so glad that our Howard County Executive, Mr. Alan Kittleman, is here with us this morning. When Mr. Kittleman visited us earlier this year, our seniors showed him what makes River Hill special. Today, he's here to congratulate you on how special you are.
Thank you very much, Ms. McKinley. And I really enjoyed the tour, and it was like, I got to tell you, one of the best of the whole year. I try to go to every school, and I really enjoyed it. This is special for me to be here today, not only because I'm the county executive, but because I know so many of you graduates. A lot of you who went to Folly Quarter with my son, James, and James is out there somewhere in the audience because he cares about you so much. And it's exciting to see you get to this point. And so I really congratulate all of you. I also want to say a particular congratulations to the parents. I'm a father of 4. My youngest is graduating next week. I'll be crying like you are. But I can tell you, for the graduates, I want you to know, you've had a lot of people sacrifice for you. You've had a lot of people, the teachers, administrators, and others, to really make sure that you had the opportunities you've had, your parents particularly. But what I think is interesting is a week from today, we'll be honoring the men and the women who have given the ultimate sacrifice in our country, those who died on the field of battle, protecting our nation, to make sure you have what you have today. And I know there are probably some veterans in the audience and others in active military service. If you wouldn't mind, rise so we could thank you for your service. Please. And at this time, I'd also like any member of the River Hill class of 2017 who will be entering the armed forces or going to a military academy, if you could please stand to be recognized. Thank you so very much for taking on that and making sure that we continue to have the greatest country to live in America. So again, congratulations to all of you. I'm looking forward to hearing your names and saying hi to a bunch of you. And you know, the weather can't dim a great day like today. It is a great day to be a Hawk. Congratulations.
Parents, guardians, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2017. I am proud, honored, and excited to be a part of your graduation. Throughout your high school career, we've talked about Hawk pride in academics, athletics, activities, and accomplishments. Because of your hard work, we rank as a top school in the state and the nation. We are represented on college campuses across the United States. We hold regional and state championships. We publish research. We share our work through presentations and awards. And we chant, I believe. I believe that we will. You can finish that statement in so many ways, including, I do believe you're going to graduate here pretty soon. But first, I want to challenge you and tell you that I believe you will change the world with your Hawk heart. I'm not going to deliver another traditional graduation speech to inspire you to go forth into the future. Instead, I'm going to challenge you to stretch your heart and your brain together with an interesting but research-based theory. Here it is. Somewhere, our hearts, physics, and the Earth's electromagnetic field all connect, and their intersection is both incredible and intuitive. For almost 30 years, a small group of scientists at the Heart Math Institute in Northern California have been researching the science of the heart, in particular, a physiological state supported by an overwhelming number of medical and scientific studies that has eventually been termed the heart coherent state. When we are in that state, Heart Math has found our hearts beat at a particular frequency, that facilitates gratitude, happiness, and better communication. Roland McCready, PhD, Director of Research and founding member of the Heart Math Institute in California, breaks down the intriguing focus of this research like this. The magnetic field of your heart relates to the magnetic field of the earth and translates into positive energy. That sounds like a pretty simple way to make a difference in the future that lies before you. In order to assess whether it's that simple, think about the not-so-simple challenges we face together as a school. Social media tugs at our hearts and many times leads to negative energy. Racism, inequity, bullying, and harassment hurt the heart and hurt humanity. Playing a final senior game or competing in a final academic competition takes an emotional toll on our hearts. College applications and school transcripts only tell part of your story. That all-important college essay adds heart to your story. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor reveals that even some of the moments that we are less proud of matter. The uh-oh moments are worth cherishing just as much as the aha moments. Mistakes, failures, embarrassments, and disappointments are a necessary component of growing wise. We can learn more from our not-so-good experiences than we can learn from our good ones. So let me get back to the science of the heart, and let me quote the research again. The quality of the signals the heart sends to the brain profoundly affects our perceptions, brain function, and our emotional experiences. The heart literally sends more neurological signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. The point is, there's much more going on in the heart than traditional paradigms have taught us. In rigorous experiments on intuition, HeartMath found that the heart responds first to unknown future events that the brain cannot even predict. The heart sends measurably different neurological signals to the brain in anticipation of events to come. I'm sure you can think of an event or an interaction when your heart rate increased, more energy, and your brain communicated a high alert, negative energy. What are the possibilities of shifting that energy to positive energy? The heart is really the source of emotional intelligence, transferring those energetic emotions to your brain and strengthening your ability to manage them. Hypothesize one step further to consider more than just our day-to-day interactions, because I know you care deeply about the world. You have shown your passion through support of cancer care and research for children, cultural awareness to educate one another about the strengths and the needs of diverse cultures and races, One River Hill initiatives, green initiatives, and so much more. The hypothesis is that we're all connected in a measurable way through this magnetic field of the earth. We live in an enormous energy-sharing system. The idea of global magnetic field environment is not new. The Earth's magnetic field is believed to connect all living systems. This research suggests that everything, though, begins at the individual level, at your level, with your heart, and that we each need to assume responsibility for our thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors. Personal, social, and global energy will drive the future. According to a recent article in the Washington Post, you, the next generation of the global job market, will need to be familiar with data science, and you will also need to become talented in the skills necessary in an automated workplace. Pew Research Center analysts highlight that we should not underestimate the value of emotional intelligence, the heart and the brain working together with positive energy. Simon Gottschalk, a sociology professor at the University of Nevada, writes, "The skills necessary at the higher echelons will include especially the ability to network, manage public relations, display cultural sensitivity, and just enough creativity to think outside the box." Frank Golofsky, a data and policy analyst at Acumen LLC, explains that people can hone these skills in the digital age by remembering to interact with people. The most important skills to have in life are gained through interpersonal experiences. Human bodies in close proximity to other human bodies stimulate real compassion, empathy, vulnerability, and social emotional intelligence. As we acknowledge the power of the heart-brain coherence and emotional intelligence, and especially as we start doing that in close community with others, the result will be a positive energy force that will strengthen around the globe. I believe that as we feed the magnetic field of energy with more positive energy, greater care, deeper compassion, genuine kindness, and equal value for all, our heartbeat will send a signal that resonates with a harmonious frequency to touch the lives of others. Today, class of 2017, I challenge you to take the hawk heart that has nurtured you for the last 4 years and spread that positive energy wherever your global path may lead. I have heard your hawk cry as spirited fans and excited members of the class of 2017. I have seen your hawk help with others in our community, across our nation, and even in places very far away. I feel your hawk pride every day with the successes that you have achieved. Now, I challenge you to sync your hawk heart with the world around you to make our future better and better every day in every way. I believe that you will succeed. Mrs. Christina Delmont Small, HCPSS board member, and Dr. Michael Martirano, interim HCPSS superintendent. As principal of River Hill High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all of the requirements for a graduation as set forth by the Maryland State Department of Education and the Howard County Public School System. They are eligible to receive a Maryland high school diploma, a certificate of completion, or a certificate of attendance. At this time, I would invite Dr. Martirano, our interim superintendent, to the stage.
Well, good morning, everyone. You look marvelous. And remember, it doesn't matter how you feel, it's how you look. So just keep that first pearl of wisdom there at that level. Let me take a personal point of privilege to acknowledge some individuals on the stage. Delegate Frank Turner, if you would please stand. Give him a round of applause. Delegate Shane Pendergrass, give her a round of applause if you would. And to all my other friends who are seated behind me. Parents, good morning to all of you. On this rainy day, as I would always say in my schools, it doesn't matter what the weather is like outside. If it's raining outside, it's always sunny on the inside, and it couldn't be any more radiant this morning. Young people, I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. I'm the new guy in town. I may not know you personally, but what I can tell you is I do know you. I do know you well, because all across our great nation, there are graduations occurring, and every parent in every community wants the very best for their child. You are our most precious resources in our community. We have rallied behind you for your years in high school, through your years throughout the Howard County Public School System education process, and we have rallied behind you. We are so proud of you today. And so today, as a new guy, I thought, how can I make an impact in a short period of time? How can I truly connect with your heart as your principal just poignantly talked? I would like to say, though, as Jonathan, as you were speaking, was someone with an Italian last name, there's no place for pineapple on pizza. I will tell you that. So maybe I just offended somebody, and I apologize. But I do want to speak to you as a dad. I'm a dad of 3 wonderful young people, and I'm a newly grandfather. I didn't have my first grandson. My daughter had my first grandson. I look at him with such hope. He's 6 weeks old, and already his eyes are just so bright. And I know he's going to make it because he's surrounded by a family that loves him and a community that loves him. He's going to make it. But I worry every night. I've got a big heart. I'm a little guy with a big heart. I worry every night about the young people that don't make it. And in Howard County, we are extremely blessed to have a very high graduation rate of 93%. But I'm troubled by those 7% that don't make it. So today I want to speak to you just briefly as a dad. And so these pearls of wisdom that individuals will be telling you over the next several days, think about them and own them. Write them down and reflect on them as you go on your next journey in life. First, you only get one chance to make a first impression, so make it a good one. You've already impressed me beyond belief. As I said, you look wonderful. Second, punctuate your work with excellence no matter what you do. Always deliver more than is expected. And I tell my children that every day. Always give to the greater cause, do more than is expected, and punctuate it with excellence. Be kind and be respectful. Always be kind and be respectful, because everyone is fighting a personal challenge. Every one of us is working our way through life with challenges, and be respectful of those individuals along the way who need a helping hand. And as Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel or how you treated them. Think about that. And finally, 5 simple words that is my personal mantra in life that I share with you. Work hard and be kind. Work hard and be kind always. So as your principal has certified that you are ready to graduate, now let's make it official. I hereby accept the members of the River Hill class of 2017 that you have met the appropriate graduation requirements and that you are eligible to receive a Maryland High School diploma or appropriate certification. I offer you the sincere best wishes for a lifetime of happiness, health, and success. I want you to go forth, do no harm, and always, please promise me always, that you will be others-centered. I congratulate you. I am so proud of you, and I cannot wait to meet you individually as you come across the stage. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
We would also like to welcome Ms. Cynthia Valancourt for a few words. That's fine.
Hi, good morning. Isn't he great, Dr. Martirano? I'm so sorry that you all won't get a chance to spend a lot of time with him, but we're looking forward to having a great year. And we're looking forward to you all having a great year. College is going to be great. The workforce is going to be great. The armed forces are going to be great, everything's going to be great, and it's going to stop raining eventually. So we have Christina Delmont Small, one of our new board members, is going to be giving you your diplomas today, and I believe she has a few words for you first. Thank you, and congratulations.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education, I bring greetings and congratulations to the River Hill High School class of 2017. Come on. I wouldn't even try to top the advice of your classmates, your principal, and Dr. Martirano has given you. It's all true, and it's something to think about later. You don't really need to hear mine, but I'm going to give you some anyway. Please and thank you are still the magic words. What you don't say sometimes speaks louder than what you do say, and your actions speak louder than both. Now, I have a longer version and I have a shorter version of my speech. Which would you like? Fabulous. Let's get you your diplomas then.
Mrs. Delmont Small, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. Jennifer Hutnick, Wild Lake High School. Paige Bennett Kane. Julie Peters, Folly Quarter Middle School. Madeline Wynn Collin. Anne Marie Carreri Key, River Hill High School. Kevin Joseph Key. Kathleen Maloney, River Hill High School. Anne Patricia Maloney. Lori Miller, Mount View Middle School. Allison Kathleen Miller. Achint Kaur, Howard High School. Kirpa Singh. Elise Steinberg, Gorman Crossing Elementary School. Marissa Nicole Steinberg. Christine Williams, Bellows Spring Elementary School. Austin Baker Williams. Amitha Sai Amalsetti. Kieran Sai Bandaru. Lauren Rachel Harris. Daniel Kim. Christopher Austin Messer. Laurel Marie Pulford. Julie Brenda Steinhorn. Joshua Ross Tao. Alicia Carol Trinetti. Jason Eric Welling. Raymond Garhol Exu. Alan Wenhue Shea. Hannah Michelle Brown. Tolu Walope Oluwadamilola Federin. Garrett Edward Passamonte. Jennifer Kaylee O'Brien. Jonathan Henry Zhao. Erin Catherine Abate. Ehi Pamoka Brianna Abuede. Kareem Mohammed Ahmed. Haya Akwas. John Christopher Anderson. Lydia Gilbert Angel. Rebecca Alyssa Arujo. Justin David Argour. David William Beck. Kendall Claire Barker. Nicholas Lee Hartley Baranowski. Andrew Lawrence Baitler.
Alex Evan Bernstein. Michael Garrett Bimsteffer. Amy Marie Bond. Michael William Borkowski. Bianca Lacroix Braid. Malone Vivian Breland. Alexander Clayton Brown. Jacob Lawrence Berman. Camille Burns. James Weiler Carter. Naomi Ariel Grace Carter. Jacob Emmanuel Chandran. Joshua Yuhong Chen. Rebecca Yuning Chen. Sarah Chen. Emily Chi. Alexander Chin. Benjamin Lee Choi. Natalie Page Sakala. Kendall Gilbert Claremont. Ori Ahmad Clark. Max William Coates. Sierra Rose Cook. Theodore Maxim Cornwell. Madison Ann Craney. Caleb Andrew Cross. Martha Owen Danley. Iman Zia Dar. Grace Elizabeth Davis. Michael Douglas Hughes Dial. Hannah Elizabeth Dietrich. Joshua Zachary Dittman. James Michael Dorsey. Ian Dana Doughton. Kenneth John Dustin. Mohammed Nagy Elansari. Dina May Elsesser. Anastasia Lee Engelsman. Rachel Haley Fallon. Molly Shannon Farrell. John Christopher Felix.
Roberto William Ferrer. Devin Marie Filipponi. Eric Christopher Frank. Edward Stanley Frederick Bittner. Hannah Isabella Fredman. Daniel Umberto Fuentes. Jonathan Vincent Fuller. Kieran Achilles Garner. Kiera Maureen Gilbert. Megan Elizabeth Gilbert. Derek Bradley Gold. Ryan Bryce Goranson. Benjamin Marshall Graham. Stone Z. Graham. Abigail Rose Green. Jackson Mills Groner. Nagin Troy Geeve. Victoria Lynn Goulis. Gianni Happy Gupta. Niloy Gupta. Cameron Joseph Johnson. Daniel Donghyun Kang. Madison Lee Gurley. Muhammad Sharif Halawa. Samuel Henry Hamer. Victoria Noel Hanger. Kelsey Day Hannon. Hamza Abdul Haq. Thaddeus John Harold. Julia Emma Hayes. Jennifer Beebe Horner. Iris Jane Hu. Jin Hyuk Huang. Finlay Holland Hines. Derek Mason Isaac. Benjamin Aaron Jablanover. Neelan Ashraf Jahangir. Arjun Reddy Jalay. Emily Marie Jones. Gokul Ramanujam Kannan. Ela Canaboyina. Garvita Kapoor.
Milagros Caramanos Molino. Zara Miriam Kelleher. Natalie Ann Kelly. Daniel Francis Kelly. Quinn Muir Kelly. Ryan Nicholas Kelly. Catherine Cecilia Kemp. Sonia Kandakar. Vincent Sebastian Kiata. Daewung Daniel Kim. Lauren Yoonji Kim. Lindsay Yoonhee Kim. Nicholas Kim. Rihan Kim. Jengis Turan Koraglu. Dane Allen Lunder. Victoria Demetra Kutras. Colleen Mary Crine. Nicole Lee Kritzinger. Nicholas Peter Cruz. Sinam Ibanga Kum. Robert Kwansing Lapointe. Titilayo Adatoro Monilola Lawoyan. Connor James Lawrence. Esther Mehi Lee. Justin Sangmin Lee. Sunghyun Lee. Joanna Beth Lerner. Jessica Lee. Paul Sean Lin. Sheen Lean. Chun Kit Lok. Winston Jia Lo. Julia Rose Louie. Shane Harrison Lutz. James Youngmin Ma. Corey Julian Marciniak. Allison Ray Margolis. Morgan Sammy Marston. Joseph Andrew McCanna. Ryan Patrick McCarthy. Lindsay Caitlin McDonald.
Andrew Richard Meininger. Kelly Elizabeth Midas. Sarah Elizabeth Miller. Omar Mohammed Mira. Grant Alexander Morsberger. Ryan Hall Morsberger. Hafiza Shah Mughal. Caitlin Colby Murphy. Jack David Murphy. Andrew Pirog Murray. Maxwell Adler Mijen. Jaya Meghana Nagesh. Ria Nair. Yamna Ayman Nassar. Danielle Beth Neshis. Amalia Jane Newhagen. John Ricardo Newhagen. Donovan Thomas Nicastro. Mina Ngonwe NJ. Richard Joseph O'Brien. Eric Patrick O'Keefe. Benjamin Henry Oldhauser. Mary Catherine O'Neill. Snigdha Samir Pali. Alvina Pan. Samuel Jongmin Park. Jacob Carroll Parker. Lucas Conrad Parker. Lauren Christiana Patch. Dhruvesh Patel. Priya Kanubai Patel. Doria Gabriela Pertea. Taylor Nicole Peters. Annalise Swanghung Pham. Anthony Richard Phillips. Logan Michael Pratt. Benjamin James Punsalon. Brian Diane Quinn. Lawrence Ewan Q. Pavan Hanumantapa Ravindra. Mayar Syed Raza.
Rohith Reddy. Rahul Ramesh Reddy. Kevin William Reynolds. Laura Marie Reynolds. Jacob Lee Robinson. Brian John Roner. Gabrielle Cassandra Rojas. Connor Nicholas Rose. Noah Evan Rubin. Jafet Adlahi Sandoval Guerra. Niku Saraf. Christina Elizabeth Scalero. Rachel O'Hara Scrandis. Ocean Tonghyun So. Jae Hwan Suk. Nawal Mafusa Shams. Anna Jie Shin. Hannah Lee Silverman. Ellie Nicole Silverstein. Austin McDonald Smith. Bradley Ryan Smith. Rebecca Lindsay Snyder. Alicia Soleiman. Amanda E. Son. Jerry Yi Yoon Sun. Tanuj Sudan. Samuel Kai Soon. Ian Michael Sterling. Joshua Nissen David Stern. Gabrielle Jolie Stratman. Amanda Lauren Stutz. Pratik Swamikumar. Erin Elizabeth Swecker. Abigail Knowles Swigert. Lauren Page Sostak. Serena Beta Taj. Alina Tor Tan. Kyle Marcel Thomas. Namitha Mary Thomas. Gabriel Tonelli. Sarah May Tunn. Nicholas Francis Torrey.
Renee Jessica Tung. Benjamin Joseph Yule. Swapna Manish Vaja. Gabriel Mark Vineyard. Garrett David Vineyard. Graham Lawrence Vineyard. Bryce Macaulay Waller. Jeffrey Wang. Quinta Wang. Shi Wang. Kamea Helen Ann Weber. Alice Dung Wei. Aaron Benjamin Weingrad. Max Theodore Weinsweig. Aliyah Sierra Weiland. Samuel David White. Amanda Hunt Whitworth. Karina Jinna Wiggin. Benjamin Ping Xu. Richard Bin Xu. Renee Nina Yang. Christopher David Young. Juliana Christine Young. Taylor Monroe Yunkins. Nina June Yuchi. Suleiman Javed Zakaria. Jennifer Jenny Zhang. Minjen Angela Zhao.
Congratulations, class of 2017.
Good morning. My name is Tolu Federin, and congratulations, class of 2017. It's been a fun 4 years, but we finally finished high school. I'm honored to lead you in turning your tassels as a symbol of your long-awaited graduation. Please stand. Start with your tassel on the right, and on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2017. We did it.